quiet and relax your mind. Quiet and travel with all the different sounds that are around you. And breathe it in to your heart. And open your heart so deeply that it almost feels like you have a big bright light. Brothers and sisters, we're gathered to honor and support beautiful artist Bahar Behbahani with her intention today for us not to just come together, because each and every one of us, our spirits align with her. This is the reason we are here. We're all aligned in what our spirits desires. We are here as vessels because tea is not just a substance. It's not an ingredient that is given to us by the gods of nature. It is a vessel. It is a container for love, for light, for sharing, for relaxing, for gossiping, for laughing, for poetry, for music, for healing, for joy. That is what tea is.
I would like to invite you through this ceremony to my atelier in Afghanistan, where the practice of textile. I have a clothing company in Kabul, mainly run by women. I was inspired by the idea of that this atelier, it's about sharing. It's a moment they come together to work, but mainly to share their life, their story. The tea brings that aspect of just this normality, something that brings more joy, ease into the workspace. Getting a space to breathe or speak or laugh. We are all fighting for our rights. But despite all, within each context, we can create those spaces of peace, on joy, on just the practice of making. Here, just a jacket that is also constructed by multiple hands that comes together. Tailoring is in each house, you know. The needle is part of this culture. A young girl very early knows how to sew and how to embroider. And I think it's quite interesting because it has survived in a way these last 20 years despite the war, because it's a skill that you own. Despite the situation, I feel like within the walls of that workshop, there's a space of peace on fulfillment. It's not just tailoring, it's about supporting weavers and embroiderers. So it's a three-chain value, three communities that comes together around a jacket.
My name is Dara Hartley. I'm a multidisciplinary artist, and I'm here to share some sutitse with you all. From 2001 to 2003, I lived in Agar in Mongolia. I was in the Peace Corps. So in Mongolia, sutitse, it's a type of salty milk tea. First thing in the morning, Mongolians will start their day by making the sutitse and have the thermos on the table, visitors to come and to share. Inside of your tea packet, you will find a 3D printed cup of sutitse. On the surface of the tea, it says Bicham Terte, which means I love you in Mongolian. You step inside from the biting cold. The air is filled with warmth. Sambeno, he says sweetly. He pours you a bowl of fresh sutitse. It's hot, salty, milky, and made with love. Mashi Bayilfa, you say with gratitude. As you sit and drink tea, the world stays still. Thank you so much for letting me share a little bit of Mongolia with you all.
This comes from in Mexico we do this thing called limpias, which is basically it's kind of a tea. It's an infusion of herbs in a pot with healing properties, and you would do like a cleanse on your body in the bathtub or outside. Before you pour it into your body, you can also drink it with honey, or you can inhale the vapors. Start thinking about something that you want to let go, specifically around migration and where specifically is stored in your body. For me, a lot of my migration is stored in between the heart and solar plexus. A lot of anxiety around immigration, especially right now. Press the tea into that part of your body, the cup. I'm going to be standing in this bowl, and you can pour that tea on that part of the body that you thought of. And then the cloth will be a register of all of our collective sharing of these stories through the tea.